Today's video is a little review about one of my favorite effect plugin bundles. I use it on almost every single track since I got it.
Take me to the promised land. This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior.
Hey guys, welcome to my studio. It's Saturday today. I just really quick want to work on one of my upcoming tracks. I now decided to finish the final warnings track first because it's the most advanced and you guys requested it the most. I already got here in the project all of the elements that I did in the recording session. If you've missed that recording session where the singer was here, the guitar player, and we made this entire track, I will link it down below. But so far we have like all of the drum elements, all of the vocal elements, all of the guitar things are in there. The track is also already fully arranged. It's kind of mixed. I'm still not happy with it, but I'm actually never really happy with the mix down. So I'm still trying to tweak it here and there. But what I really don't like are like the effects on the vocals. The vocals have a little bit of reverb, but I'm looking for a good like delay or maybe a tremolo effect or just something unique to spice up the backing vocals. And also something to make the vocals that are on top of the bridge, which are always supposed to be like a part that is different than the rest of the track, something to just change them a whole lot and make them sound cool. As you might remember, the Soundtoys plugins, 3 of them are part of my auto load, but not on this track because I made it before I had the plugins. So I think I will go first for the delay and try to add it to the vocals. First of all, the chorus as it is.
This was your final warning.
Now just the vocals.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know.
The vocals on this track are actually a stack of 3 different parts, and I will just use the effect on one of them so that it doesn't get too much. If you have the delay on all of them, it just will sound weird. And I'm using the Echo Boy first. That's this cool plugin you have here in this section that makes the echo time the feedback. You can also choose to low or high cut the signal. You get here immediately by hitting this MIDI knob the tempo of the track, so it's always synced. You can change the groove, feel. You got here the mode section where you can choose between the single echo or dual echo, where you get 2 knobs to add 2 different echoes. You also got the ping pong to choose echoes for the left and right signal, and also a rhythmic echo. That is quite cool. You can do really a whole lot with it that would be really complex with other plugins. And that they've built in the saturation to get like a styled sound is really neat. So you don't only have like the echo and the ping pong delay, you can also give the sound a little bit of character. So first, maybe let's just go through a couple of presets so that you get a feel for what this thing is capable of and the sound that it can create.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone. This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone. This was your final warning.
That's really what I like about the Echo Boy. You can either go for something simple that you can implement, for example, with the vocals. I think going for something simple on top of the chorus totally makes sense. And then choose something really wild for the bridge part. And as I already said, it makes quite complex things, especially the rhythmical stuff that just sounds extremely cool. And if I would hear it on another production, I would never know how they actually made it, and it sounds really complex. But it's basically just using this plugin, maybe putting it on a send and being able to like fade it in and out. I love to use it on like synthy sounds, especially if you make darker, deeper kinds of music. You can open it up on certain notes, give them a really cool, strange effect, and kind of fill your track with it and make it really interesting. And this getting complex sounds very easy is true for kind of the entire plugin suite by Soundtoys. They have a ton, I think like almost 10, 12 plugins. They actually have 20 different effect plugins, and the entire package is priced really fair. I think there's also an educational version available where you just pay half, I think. But let me run you really quick through some of my favorite plugins. That's not even half of the plugins of the package, but yeah, let's start maybe with the Decapitator. It's a distortion sound coloring tool. I just like the sound it adds to certain things. I especially love to use it on bass. You can also hear I already cut the lows or the highs. You can change the mix, which is really handy to have right in the plugin. And what I also really like is that whenever you turn up the drive, the output is automatically going down so that you can keep kind of the same volume and compare it way better. There is also a punish knob, but yeah, be careful with that.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone.
And you got here at the bottom different sound styles like colorings of the distortion. I usually just try them out and see which one fits best to the source. The filter freak is really cool, a little bit too crazy already for my style of music, but I'm sure you will be able to find something in here that just fits perfectly to whatever you do.
Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone. This was your final warning.
This might be especially handy for like drum and bass, dubstep, future bass, future house, this kind of styles where you have like wobbly sounds. The radiator reminds me a little bit of the PSP Vintage plugin thing. It is there to add kind of heat, a slight little coloring to your sound. You can change the bass and treble, the mixing, input, output.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone.
It's kind of simulating the kind of distortion and the coloring you got from old vintage mixers by clipping the channel. Here you have way more control over it and can get the vintage sound really easy. The crystallizer is really something special. I love that you can open up the tab here down below to tweak it even more, and this reverse and forward switch makes stuff that is quite complicated to do with other plugins.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior.
You can also pitch in here, but be careful. I sometimes get really lost with this one. The Penman, as the name already suggests, takes care of panning things. You have the meter here at the bottom that shows you if the signal's in the center, left or right. You can add an LFO to get certain movements into your sound. And I love using it on hi-hats actually to like get a little bit of movement in them instead of panning them, some of them to the right and some to the left. If I have too little to really do that and keep it balanced, I just love to get a little bit of movement with the Penman.
Be her savior, now leave her alone. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior, now leave her alone. This was your final warning.
This right here is the Devil Log. It says already audio level destroyer. It's distorting quite a lot. You can crush and crunch.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her,
it can crunch and crush quite a lot. So these are just some of the plugins that are available in the package. I will now play around with them, try to find something for the bridge part that is unique and wild, but not too wild and still fits to the style of the track. And also add some of it to the guitar tracks, a little bit of distortion to make it more interesting. It still sounds too clean. And yeah, just continue with the production and try to finish it.
Take me to the promised land. This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her.
Kind of done here in the studio for today. It's Saturday, so I'm doing only half of the day. Let me know if you like the Soundtoys plugins, if you already have them. If you don't have them, I will leave a link down below where you can check out the website and decide and try like the demo version out. I hope you liked this little video, this little review about that Soundtoys plugin thing. You asked for it, so also let me know if you're interested in more reviews. I have a ton of good plugins on my hard drive that I could show you. The rest of my Saturday is basically grocery shopping. Being really impressed by some really good demo submissions for my label. Second time today grocery shopping, we forgot something. What Israeli sauce? Burger, beer, way too much beer.
She was on.